Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill.
And we're live. Welcome to Doodle and Chill, Season 2, Episode 2. Are you there?
What?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got you at the intro.
So are we live?
But the
All
intro
right.
is... We're waiting for the intro to be done.
Gotcha.
I got caught too, like an idiot. I'm just trying to save you. Get your back wet.
Right on.
I look like a fool. You don't have to.
Very convenient.
They can hear
freaking
us.
amateurs, man. Jesus. now, go ahead.
Welcome to Doodle and Chill, Season 2, Episode 2. Sorry.
Yes,
Sim.
welcome everyone to
Seems
Doodle
like
and
you're having a
Chill.
problem there.
Yeah, I
You know,
choked.
I gotta say the pre-show went better than the actual launch.
Yeah, I got surprised by the fact that they were hearing us doing the intro, so I kind of laughed.
Yeah. What is up, chat? Don't just Sim's just doing his thing. He's well prepared. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I am.
And do not hold any of those noises against him because it just guarantees a good time.
I guess this is partially my fault because we are hosting. Welcome to Simon Simpontier's YouTube channel. I am actually hosting the show from his channel, so he's kind of oblivious as to what's actually going on. Forgive him, please.
I have no control.
Yeah, that is true. You have no control.
So welcome to the Doodle and Chilled, the special of Joe Balls.
Whoa!
We're off to a great start.
Good Lord, Sim.
Okay, Joe Ball special.
Brother, you're being a total prevert. Okay, let's clean this up right now. My name is John Joseph Ball, and I am working on Super Harem, Bullet Maker, and short serialized series within Jumpstart, CG Jumpstart called Death. And back to you, Sim.
Are you sure you want to pass it back off to Sim?
Back
So
in
what?
Canada.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks.
So we have with us Red.
Howdy! Sorry, I was just having a coughing fit. What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? Good to be here.
And one of the greatest hosts in CG, Mr. Woke Show himself, Adam AF.
How do you do?
How do you do, Adam AF?
I do well.
And I'm saying it because, supposedly Ethan said it.
Yes, I do. I do have video evidence of him saying that you should subscribe to Art City Comics. I finally got it clipped before he took the stream down.
So
It
you
always
just
seems
said
like
that.
every time he gives me a shout out, he takes the stream down before I can clip it out.
So you're joining the Reds Club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm moving up in the world, man. I just crossed 450 subs, so rock and roll.
Congrats.
Yeah.
awesome.
Getting closer to the 1,000.
I'm chipping away. I need to do more uploads. Is my issue. I'd probably be a lot closer to 1,000 if I just took the time to make more videos. But I'd rather do live streams. I have more fun doing the live streams.
But, like Ace was saying, maybe just do little cutouts of your show.
Yeah, I could do
Oh,
that.
like
Just
the
start doing
highlights?
like highlight clips and stuff. Yeah, that would
Mhm.
work. Zayd Comics in the chat, Tail Brother. He says Joe is ashamed of me.
As he should be.
Oh, he says, Joe, aren't you on another book for some stud?
Oh, my mistake. There are some things that are coming down the pipeline that I will be working on once the aforementioned projects are wrapped up. So
Yeah.
once we have Bullet Maker in the can in terms of my part of it, and that's that's not too often, so that's an easy one.
So
And
how's go?
I will be working with Phil on his Lost Pages set. I'm just doing a short story in it. It'll be about 9 or 10 pages, and it's based around his character Wildcard, and it's going to be like a high seas fantasy, short story. So that'll be fun. I'm really excited for people to get to see some of that stuff. We've got a little sample up right now, so we get closer to campaign time and start getting that work wrapped up.
And
So
your first book is Super Aaron. That's supposed to be
yeah,
coming out soon, right?
yes, Super Harem just reached the basically the finish phase where it's just going to sit in demand. No special perks, no fancy nothing. So people will still be able to get it, but otherwise we're trying to get that all finished and wrapped up and get the tail ends of it all cleaned up and get that thing to print here, over the course of the next 2 months.
Sweet.
Dude, I
Probably
can't
one of the
wait.
most anticipated books in Comics Game.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I
Well,
definitely agree.
there's always those things where sometimes you get lucky and that first proof copy is magic, and you've got the right everything in place with the printer, and you could turn in a whole nother type of book, and that printer may have done well with that first one, but now you're just not quite getting the results with a style change or something. So that's one of those things where I know you just never know what you could run into that can slightly hold things up. So I'm hoping that we just get lucky and everything's just perfect the first time, and we can get that out and in people's hands.
Cross your fingers and
Yeah.
say your prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the book looks great.
Well, thank you, brother.
In the last few months, you keep getting better and better and better.
I'm hitting a stride because I'm just drawing so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like muscle memory or anything else. Once you just put in a certain amount of hours on one thing for so long, it starts to just become secondhand again. So
And as much as I can't wait to read Super Aaron with Wenger, can't wait to see what's gonna come out of your mind. I can't wait to see death. To be honest.
well, thank you. I've got high hopes for it. Um, there's different parameters when working on that because I've got 12 pages to work with, and that counts a cover page. So it's really more like 11 pages worth of story, but I'm still going to try to utilize those cover spaces going forward so that they're not just flash. Obviously the first one is going to be, hey, here's a bunch of characters, but that's
Mm-hmm.
because that's kind of the core group that you're going to see going forward, and it's just a good representation of really all those that first little chunk is about. So
And it's gonna be an ongoing, right?
yeah, it'll be in Jumpstart. Pretty much that's where it's going to stay, and once enough work is piled from it, enough pages, we'll probably try to condense it down into like trades and re-put it out there on the market as a a condensed trade paperback.
Do you want to give us the pitch that got me so riled up to can't wait to see it?
I don't remember the pitch I gave you that got you so wired up to see
Oh
it, but
God.
Just pitch it. What is it? Where does it come from?
but I'll definitely tell you a pitch nonetheless. Um, yeah, I'm a big fan of a lot of like Transformers and sci-fi and anime and just a lot of the pop cultures all together. So in a lot of ways, it's like a homage to just everything I love. But it's a story about it takes place on another planet. It'll start on Earth briefly, but it takes place elsewhere, and it's a wild planet just filled with giant animals and creatures and monsters, very prehistoric in a lot of ways. And you're gonna have one group of human s characters. They're like genetic abominations, but they'll look human. Uh, you'll have them get stuck there and kind of be fighting nature and building some kind of society. And then on the other side of it, you'll see existing creatures on that planet, characters that are trying to kind of survive in their own weird way too, in a very violent, like savage world, and it'll basically build towards a tech meets nature story, and it's just going to be a lot of savagery of nature in this one. It'll kind of come in different waves or themes of what these stories, these little chunks will show. So that's kind of like the origin point, the beginning of everything. It's just man versus wild will be the overarching theme of the first little chunk.
That sounds cool as shit.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, the pitch was quite simple. He just said this. It's a mix of Transformers and Berserk.
I mean,
And
in
I
a lot
went,
of ways, yeah.
I'm like, oh, you want? And then when you see his art and the pages, doing in those colors that you showed, wow.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're liking what you're seeing, brother. It's a labor of love, and I know it's one of those things that people can get invested in over time as long as I do it right. And I'm definitely getting opinions and second sets of eyes on everything I do. And it's not that I'm not confident in it. I'm very confident in my work. It's just I want to know if they're seeing things I'm not seeing. So it's definitely something where I'm excited about it just because it's getting really refined now with getting input from different people about it too. So
It's always so awesome to see, artists of your caliber get to work on a passion project where you just get to unleash everything. You've got nothing holding you back, nobody telling you what to do. It's exactly what you want to do, how you want to lay out the pages, how you want the book to look, how to feel. And it's the testament of a true storyteller, you know. I feel like a lot of artists are good and they can follow a script and put down some awesome pages, uh, but it's the true testament to the true artist if you can really bring it all together all on your own. With, like you said, you've got some pointers, tips, some tricks here and there, but this is Joe Ball unleashed.
yeah, this is definitely the only time I've had an opportunity to to do whatever I want, but that doesn't mean there's not an expectation attached to that. So that's too why I got to run this by people because it's a lot of our names running on these projects going into Jumpstart. You're representative of a whole catalog, a whole magazine of artwork and articles and things. Because it's a joint thing. So I want things to hold up and look good, despite the fact that they'll let me do whatever I want. I want I want people to be happy about what I'm handing in as well, and know that it's not like I don't want it to be a labor of love built on just stubbornness. I want to know other people are seeing what I'm seeing.
Right. Yeah, and like kind of like you said there, in with CG Jumpstart, you're amidst a lot of other creators at the top of their game, so you got to bring everything to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to stand out in that mix, and I think we're going to be blessed with a magazine where you're just going to see a lot of standouts. Like I'm really pumped to see how this thing's going to come out because I know there's going to be, just stuff from Doodle Bag, stuff from Sims, Fillmore, a whole cast of artists where it's going to be, it's they're putting their best into it. So
Hmm.
you're going to see some wild stuff, and it's going to be competitive in a good way.
Yeah, because it just forces you to bring out the best in yourself. Like
Yeah,
you said, you're kind of working. You've got that muscle memory going for you now, where you sit down with a pen and paper and you go hard, and the best comes out because you've been surrounded by top talent that are also putting their best foot forward. So it just forces you to also put that foot forward like everybody else.
yeah, and it's good that it can be a competitiveness not based on like dislike and hate. It's based on mutual appreciation and the fact that we all want to stand out.
And we
So
all want to push each other. It's not,
yeah,
yeah. We give each other advice. We do hangouts. We send each other messages. Hey, I would like to throw a few ideas at you for the hell of it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole network of people in CG, and you're not going to get this anywhere else in comic books, where you can communicate and talk freely about ideas and projects, and you know that the majority of people are not going to try to lead you astray, I guess you could say. Everyone's got like each other's best interest in mind.
Yeah, 'cause-
Right. I mean, there's definitely a competitive factor to it, but I see more cooperation than anything else.
Oh yeah, it's not like the competition as far as like, you know, who's better, or I'm going to beat this guy. It's a competition as far as everyone's trying to help each other level up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's two type of competition. You have the positive and the negative one. The negative one is you try to crush your opponent to win,
Yeah.
and the other one is we are all we the indie. We are all small, but together we are stronger against the independent. And the indie field needs we need to hold each other for it to succeed. We need to think as the indie medium, right? It's like you have the mainstream and you have us. And you succeed, I succeed means that the indie side works better. People come to CG, and then people have selection, and then it becomes something that's more viable
Oh yeah.
because it's visibility, selection, and I will the books I do, the book that John does, the Grim Reaper, World Warrior Drake, and stuff like that. Nobody, I wouldn't do it. It's not something I would do. It's something, but somebody wants to read it, and if we all connected like that, well, hey.
Yeah, everybody's bringing something different to the table,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I mean, that's how it's got to be. That's how it should be. But let's go look over at the chat for a second. Zaid Comics, Mr. Phil says, "Hold me, French Wolverine." We got Chimera Comics hanging out. He says, "Hail, Ted Lehman, what's up, man? Should get him to come on and draw sometime."
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted's like,
Edgar Tarley says, "Joe Ball channels his inner Gale."
I do. I mean, that's mostly because she hits me. So I don't really have a choice. Let's not mix this up.
Zaid Comics again says, "Death, death, death is gonna make you all cream." And we got Andino Palacio hanging out with us as well. Hello. He says, "I hear voices in the background like a restaurant."
It's my kids and bro playing dungeon. Yeah.
The stems at El Dorado. There's like mariachis in the background. Burritos, drinking Mountain Dew.
Hey, I do live with 4 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted Lehman says he'd love to come on. We'll have to get you on maybe next week.
Mm-hmm.
Just drop one of us a line.
So what's the Doodle and Chill theme?
So, like we were discussing before we're launching, we're gonna do something with Michael Turner. Do we let people choose what we're gonna do from Michael Turner, like Witchblade, Aspen?
Yeah, chat. This is where you come into to play. We want to hear from you guys. Throw some suggestions, some Michael Turner themed suggestions out there for Mr. Joe and Sim to doodle. Do a little fan art, maybe some reimaginations.
Because one of the reasons why we choose Michael Turner is because he's a big part of why we're here in a way. We all have like a similar experience that we had with this that dude that pretty much aligned us and pushed us into becoming what we are now.
Zayd already said that joke, and it did go over well. He says never heard of him.
Who said that?
Zayd. Phil.
Phil, god damn it, Phil. I swear to God, next time I see you, brother, I'm going to make sure you are not my best friend anymore.
Oh, Gargoyle, he says definitely Witchblade. So you got Witchblade vote from El Gargoyle.
The problem is I'm just going to draw Witchblade to look like a Michael Turner Witchblade.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Try and give it your twist, like what if you would have designed the costume of the Witchblade, the look?
Well, I can't because it was perfect. You're asking me to do something that's nonsensical. My spin on Witchblade, that's silly. Why would I do a spin on something that doesn't need spun? What about let me just throw this out there, and if no one likes the idea, I will drop it, and we'll do my spins on Witchblade. What if we do a theme, but try to draw it in a Michael Turner style? So just something thrown in the wind. I don't really want to do Snake Plissken, but what if Michael Turner drew Snake Plissken? Or what if Michael Turner drew, a character we've never seen him do?
Oh boy.
Okay,
Is that too much?
I see where you're going. I'm down with that idea, but you guys are the artists. You're the ones who are actually drawing this. What does the chat think?
Yeah, let's get the chat's take, 'cause that's what matters.
Yeah, let's hear from you guys. Would you like? Is there a character that maybe Michael Turner hasn't drawn that you'd like to see these guys do a Michael Turner take on? Give them a moment or two to catch up there. But yeah, I think I'm trying to think myself of what would be. I mean, who hasn't Michael Turner drawn?
Well, he's drawn almost every Marvel character.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, well, okay, that character's out because I know he's drawn them, and I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
What about Ms. Marvel?
Well, he's definitely never drawn her before.
Yes, he did.
No, I think he means the new Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah, hands.
Oh no. Fred, we're gonna need to talk after this.
Scott Sarabia
Okay,
says,
I'm
I just
sorry.
got here. What are we doing? We are talking about doing a character in the vein of Michael Turner, and we're looking for suggestions. So far, El Gargoyle says Jawbreakers. Nacho Fuego says, I want to see Rainbow Dongs. El Gargoyle throws out Cyberfrog. Ted Lehman says Ardana.
What about? Let me just pitch
Oh,
this.
Betty
and we'll
Boop
see
from
what-
Honeybee.
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
That's actually a pretty good suggestion. I'll be honest.
I was kind of thinking the same thing because I mean you're both doing black and whites anyway, and Betty Boop classically is in black and
I
white.
mean, I like that idea. What's the rest of this thing?
Zayd wants to see Witchblade if she was drawn in Death, Death, Death. He said that twice now.
Like she does when Michael Turner draws her. She would look not different in any shape or form if she was in Death.
So Betty Boop.
Yeah, I like Betty Boop.
So you're not going
Edgar
with Faith.
Charlie says Backhole Benny or Bigfoot Bill in the style of Michael Turner. I say we stick with. I think Betty Boop's a pretty good one.
Well, Mike's so known for his females, and that's one that we've never really seen too many people really take a shot at taking it from that old timey cartoon style to something more modern. So let's see, Betty Boop.
All right, I'm gonna have to do Michael Turner. Okay.
Okay, start channeling your inner Michael Turner, and transform Betty Boop into a true goddess.
And let's start by sharing the screen.
Phil says Betty Boop as Witchblade. Jesus Christ, dude.
Betty Boop as Witchblade. That's what I was thinking of doing.
Somebody kick Phil. No, I'm kidding. Don't kick
Take his wrench
I
at
love
least.
Phil. All right.
So what else has been going on this week?
I don't know. It's just been a lot of the con talk and fighting with Preston and all those people over cash grab and blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, Joe, I did want to ask you. When you go to the con, do you plan on cosplaying as Gail Simone?
Oh, please say yes.
Here's the catch. Well,
Well, probably.
you might
I
not.
don't know.
I might look like her, illegitimate, retard son that she gave away. You
Well,
might be like, yikes.
you're either going to have to start eating a tub of ice cream every night or get a lot of pillows.
Got to pack on some weight, brothers. Some
Start-
people say hit the gym. I say nope.
Hit that bucket of chicken, you mean?
That's
Outright.
right. We go do some powerlifting at KFC.
Edgar says we have to get Joe a mobility scooter to properly cosplay as Gale.
Be on my rascal screaming at people all day. An American flag on the back of it, and a basket on the front full of, multi-flavored Oreos.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Trying to get her classic pose type of thing.
I'm regretting drawing the head so big on this page because, now you're only going to see a little bit of her chest.
Oh, what?
I might have to do a second sketch here. We'll just see
Scale
where
it
this
back.
goes.
Scale it back.
Scale it down. Zoom out. Zoom out.
Brothers, I hate erasers.
Yeah, this is where Sim has the upper hand here.
And I keep telling him. But I understand his point. I do miss working on inks and stuff sometimes.
Sketch wants me to lock on Sim.
Yeah, I'll kind of show you progress as I go here once I actually have something worthwhile.
Edgar says, I kind of want to cosplay as Scott Kurtz now and have a rascal joust off with Joe Ball Gale. I would pay to see that.
That would be pretty sweet, I'm not going to lie. I got to look at a Betty Boop reference real quick.
Phil says he's been watching Scott Hall interviews and he's a pimp. I really want to start roiding.
Yes, yes, brother, yes. Scott Hall is a pimp. Razor Ramon was the realest of real bad guys. And yeah, you got to start roiding, dude. I want just endless amounts of roids. Someday I'm going to be sober. I'm going to have so many roids, you guys are just going to be like, dude, he is a whacked out monster. He's got to He's just breaking pencils. He's not actually doing anything. In my head, roid abuse is like a person that's like addicted to a hardcore drug. Like, I don't know if it makes you feel anything crazy, but in my head it would. It's like, you just shoot it up all the time and get more whacked out.
I had a roommate once. He was on the roids for a bit, and he was putting a desk together, and he ended up destroying half the desk because he got frustrated.
Sounds like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, roid rage is a real thing.
Yeah, man. I've seen South Park. I know.
Okay, let's try and channel that.
Damn, Sim. Yeah, I can feel the Michael Turner vibes coming off of that.
Yeah, and the Betty Boop vibes.
Yeah.
Edgar Tarley says, I kind of want to cosplay as Scott Kurtz now and have a rascal joust off with Joe Ball Gale.
I read that, but yes, I do want to see that. I think we could charge admission for that, like set up a panel of sorts. Only
Yeah,
it's
it's
not a
in hall.
panel. It's just those two jousting with rascals.
We could set up a tent in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Like every hour, have a different freak show.
I want to have headbutt contest.
Headbutt.
Headbutt contest.
We have to take turns headbutting each other till someone passes out or falls over or gives up. Headbutt contest.
Like
It'll be so brutal and sweet.
Like Bear Skull?
Yeah.
Jesus.
All action, dude.
Yeah, wrestling.
Are you truly CG? Then you're gonna take a headbutt like a man.
This is
And
the
if you
true
get
test.
brain
Before you even get in the gate,
damage,
you
that's
hand
just the cost of being a comic gay.
you hand over your ticket. Like, okay, are you really CG? Like, what? What do you mean? Well, you got to take the CG test. You got to headbutt Joe Ball as hard as you can.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, I dish out brain damage. My skull is hard, buddy. I'll bleed a little, but I'm leaving some people handicapped in my truck. So they better bring it.
Zayd says, "Don't be a pussy, Adam." I'm like worried about my skull. And I mean, does CG need any more brain damage?
No, that's the question of the night.
Yep. I think we had our dose of brain damage.
Gandino
Yeah.
Palacio says, "Headbutt, someone's drunk."
Nah, no. This is called being a man, like fixing car engines and friggin' putting siding on your house and hunting deer. You headbutt other dudes until someone just can't take it.
Yeah,
You know,
sketch.
can't take the heat. Get out of the headbutt kitchen.
Hail sketch. He can relate. He says, "My skull is already broken. I'd rather shoot a person than get in a fist fight."
Well, sketch is completely accurate. That is the more rational way to look at this.
Sketch can use one of the boxing glove guns like Harley Quinn uses.
Well, Sketch has had his head fucked with. He knows what's up. He's hardcore. I mean, he's lived through the level of headbutt that no one gets to live through.
That's
So
true.
he's on some other like crazy level of just having the most manly hardcore skull on planet Earth.
And Dino says, "Headbutt, let's up the antes and play in traffic." I think I'd rather play in traffic than just take a straight on headbutt from somebody.
You can dodge a headbutt. Yeah, someone headbutts you in the throat or in the nose, you're done. And if they hit you square in the forehead, you're even more done.
Adam, looks like Phil's calling you out for the headbutt contest.
Whatever, you fucking crazy Chicagoite. Like I don't want nothing to do with that. I like my skull in the condition it's in.
Intact?
Yes, intact, unbroken.
No random shards poking around.
No. I mean, my hair's long, but I don't think my skull's like lopsided in any way. So, I want to kind of keep it that way.
I wanna be just like
Joe Frago says John and Carla are going live with sexual chocolate in 40 minutes. Didn't even know.
No,
Sexual chocolate? Ikari Press sexual chocolate?
I think so.
Yes,
What
Sketch
about
the
it?
convention is in Florida. Is this like set in stone? I hear a lot of people talking like it is like this is happening.
I think it's close to set in stone. I don't know.
I'm kind of out of the
people are
loop.
definitely
I'm kind of out
talking
of the
like
loop. Like all this was going on while I was at work the other day, and like catching up from shit can just be a nightmare.
Yeah, I give up most of the time, and I'm like, I'll just let someone else tell me.
Somebody give me the cliff notes. That's usually where I go.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather concentrate on drawing and that stuff.
I mean, I feel like the longer CG like goes on, or the longer I'm around in CG, like the less I actually listen to other live streams, just because I'm busy doing, I don't know, everything else.
Yeah.
About this sketch so far.
I like where that's headed.
Right
Sweet.
on. All right, I'm gonna hop
Oh,
back
yeah.
to it.
Nice.
See
I
what,
like this.
let's see
We
what you mean
good
about the
good
chest.
subject choice. I like where we landed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like the new format of the show. I'm really happy.
Well, this is what we had
Whereas,
intended for the show to be from the get go, and
mm-hmm.
it seemed like it was really hard to get other artists on. It was just you drawing on stream like you always do, and us
Mm-hmm.
just shilling books. So
But
no,
it's
I'm
fun that
glad
we got.
we got back to the intended purpose of the show.
Yeah, and it's fun to finally have more artists that are willing to draw online, right?
Yeah, you know what? I guess I should. I mean, he didn't pop in. Flycan was supposed to show up, but I wonder if he got banned from. Maybe I need to email him. Maybe he got banned from Twitter again, or he got locked out of Twitter last week for some reason.
Who?
Uh, Flycan.
Not ringing a bell for some reason.
On Twitter, it was Destruction Worker.
Yeah, deconstruction worker
Oh,
is the
okay.
name he uses. His handle is Flycan.
Yeah, you remember the early days? Simon and just a handful of others were the only ones you would ever see draw on stream, and it's really
Mm-hmm.
cool that a lot of people are kind of coming out of their shell now and doing it.
Yeah, I think people are starting to kind of realize that, the more people that do it, the more people that get comfortable doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the CG streaming shouldn't just be about chilling. It should be about having fun and geeking out on different things. And for us
Well,
artists, it's fun to keep it fun. A challenge.
let's let's show people a little bit of us working. It's I know for some people they have a hard time with that, but it's no one's expecting perfection here. This is more about having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a good thing. It is good to get out there and do some live art, and it's hard to get time for it. This is at least gives me an excuse to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can be like, nah, it's for work.
So,
Gotta do it.
so for those who don't know who Michael Turner is,
Who doesn't know who Michael Turner is?
there's some people dude. I was surprised too. There's some people that don't.
I was just
Sam,
kidding. I was kidding when I said that.
You're breaking my heart right now, Sam, just at the minute of this possible reality. But go ahead.
I know.
apologize.
Why do you
It's just
think
I
we're
can
doing
conceive
this?
it.
Well, if you've ever talked to Simon, you should know who Michael Turner is.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Or Joe, because he always talks about him too. Co-creator of Witchblade.
It's interesting too. A lot of people, when Michael Turner was starting out, told him he was his bodies looked weird, and he drew women strange, and he did this, and everything that we now know is a Michael Turner classic trope that made us love his art. All the people around him told him it was a problem. So sometimes people are right, and sometimes they're wrong. And I think in an era where everybody forgot how to draw feet, they just didn't know what to do when they saw his stuff. So they're like, "What? That looks really good. What's wrong with him?" Bring this Michael Turner guy back down to earth.
Yeah, and then everybody wanted him.
Yep. Yeah, Layfield tried to, snipe him from Sylvester.
That's why they got into a big fight and they split up.
Yep.
That's why Rob Liefeld left freaking Image, because he tried to steal Michael Turner.
Edgar Tarley, he says, I actually seen this today when I was flipping through. Smiller says CG Con is a bottom billing event and he can make way more money at conventions next to his house. Why does he think he'd be invited anyway?
Some of these things aren't about making instant money, Mike.
That's
They're
true
about
too.
setting precedent.
Dude, I want to go. I'm planning on going, and so is Joe. And it's not because we want to. It's not because we think we can make a lot of money. No, it's the fact of being able to meet all of you guys, as many as we can. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
believe
definitely a
it or
lot of.
not,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, believe it or not, every once in a while, it's about the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
Exactly.
what's he think? Does he think we're not going to start just taking over all the cons? Come on, Mike. Give me a GD break.
This,
We're taking convention scene. We've taken comic books. We've taken crowdfunding. We're taking your conventions.
yeah.
So in the next few years, just prepare your brains for the meltdown you're going to
Yep.
have,
We're
and
already
just learn
talking.
that reality's not going to change for itself.
We're already talking about organizing and grabbing like a full stand, just a few of us, and just going around with you.
And we should have a rowdy Iron Man at every convention.
Yep.
You know, I actually Wizard World is coming to St. Louis in June. I thought about going and wearing an Iron Man mask and harassing artists.
Not sure about the harassing part.
Heckling.
Okay.
But only the ones with bald spots, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'll say this, like, because I've been going to conventions for like 18 years straight. Um, the reason some people may not take people like Mark Wade or situations like that like as seriously is because a lot of comic book fans have met creators at convention, and creators are kind of on their best behavior things. So some of these stories that CG knows for a fact are true because we experienced them firsthand over the course of the last 2 years and saw it play out in front of our eyes. They do army that doesn't keep up on that stuff because they go to a convention and Mark Wade smiles and shakes their hand and signs their book because he doesn't have a choice in that situation. And I think that these creators, while a lot of these mainstream guys have zero shame and are borderline degenerates,
Borderline. That's
at least,
being nice.
I'm trying to be slightly tactful.
Okay.
A lot better at the con because there's a lot more people around, and not every guy walking by a booth knows if he's yelling at a person that truly deserves it or not. It just looks crazy right out the gate.
Yeah.
So it's at least in the convention scene, in my experience, people are a little more well behaved in public.
I don't know. When I met Neil Adams, he was not well behaved. Not to say that he was like being like an asshole to fans, but like I don't know. It was
Dude, Neil needs to be put in the home, but we love Neil. And he can still bust out some artwork, but
From the home.
Yeah, the dude has just like lost his mind. So I'm gonna love him for what he was because he's never done anything bad enough for me to hold his current loony status against him.
No.
Yeah, and he did a lot for creators.
Yeah, let's remember the good times.
Yeah, he's the reason why a lot of the artists right now get their art back. He's the one that fought for it.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Neil's whole thing. Is he was busted like trying to steal people's art right out of DC's like art libraries to give it back to him. Like shit would just go missing, and people would be like, "Where did this
He went
go?"
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would just go take it, and they eventually fought because he ran into the Schuster brothers, and they were just living in utter squalor in Cleveland. You know,
And he was
these
fighting.
poor old men.
And he was fighting for Kirby. Yeah.
Yeah.
For him to have his rights and be recognized.
Yep.
That's why he only works for DC now.
Neil's he's done some good in his time, like really good stuff, and his artwork has always been on another level. But the last he's fallen into that category of people since 2016 that have just forgot that there was history before that year and that they used to almost be normal people prior. So it's sad he's a little kooky, but it's old man Neil. We're gonna let it slide. It's like when you hear your granddad say something like really racist and outdated. You're like, it's just granddad. Just don't argue with him. He's old. It'll just make him worse. Neil's our comic book grandpa.
I like that analogy. That's good.
Yeah. Well, if Grandpa Neil says that, the Earth has got hollow lizard monsters in it, I say, sure, Grandpa. Yep. I just want you to be happy. You don't got a lot of time left.
Pretty much.
Remember the first time? The only time I've met EVS was at a very small convention in Missouri, and he was actually the master of ceremonies for the event. Like, he was up on the main stage and he talked and told jokes, and it was really, really entertaining. And of course, he had an autograph session, and I was quite starstruck at the time. I took my copy of Flash Rebirth #1 and had him autograph that. And the buddy that I went with took it was a issue of Green Lantern from the Sinestro Corps War that he did the variant cover of Green Lantern Batman, and so we went up there to get the autograph, and he looked at my book and he was like, oh yeah, man, he talked about how much he loved drawing the book and how much fun he had working with Jeff Johns and this and that. And my buddy gives him that issue of Green Lantern, and he looks at it and he goes, oh yeah, I drew one page in this book. Like, just so fucking serious. And the look on my buddy's face was like, I should have picked a different book.
Did he at least autograph that page?
No, he autographed the cover.
Well, I mean, for years, how Marvel would put like Stan Lee Presents on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they were putting that on like all these 70s and 80s comics.
And his name always bigger than the artist.
Yeah, well, he got to a point where he said like a lot of younger kids back in the day that weren't the biggest comic book fans but wanted something to bring to a show to get signed. They would just bring stuff that said Stan Lee Presents on it. So he would be like smiling and autographing like issues of Transformers and just all these offbeat property books that Marvel was putting out back in the day. And if a kid asked or got intuitive about the comic book, I would just kind of play along with it. Be like, yeah, buddy, that was really fun to draw and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, yeah, just...
Hey, Vinny.
It was cool like that.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey, Vinny.
What's up, Vinny?
Good evening to you.
It's the card.
Welcome to the fun.
Did I miss anything here?
We're just doing Betty Boop, but in Michael Turner style.
Oh,
And we talked about putting Neil Adams in a home.
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. Sounds about right.
And reminding some people, he may be weird, but he did a lot for creators by the fact that, the getting their art back,
Right.
fighting for the Kirby art, and then,
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, he has lost his mind a bit.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, go check Through the Woods too.
Yeah,
right
please.
after you go back Super Iron.
Absolutely. Lots of great stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's booming right now. It's February 1st. We're off to a great start this year.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
I had conversation with Team Grim Reaper this morning, and they're a great testament because they launched their first book the end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
They fulfilled before their date, and now into their second campaign only a couple months later. They're already very close to surpassing the first campaign's when the ending line.
Oh yeah.
And they're only like 10 days in, if that, I think. Not even, no, because you launched it last Saturday, didn't you, Red?
Let's see. Yes.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, so they're a week in, and they've already raised almost as much money as the first campaign. So they are a testament to how much this movement it's growing. And I mean, that's just one example.
Yeah, it is. It really is, and it's great to see that happen with good people.
Yes, I was talking about that too. I think they are just truly astounding people. They've got so much passion. They're so much fun to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
We got an update from Mr. Ball here. Let's look.
Ball is presenting.
Ball is presenting. Wait for it to focus. Focus. Maybe.
Is it not focusing?
Yeah, slowly.
It's really pixelated for some reason.
Looking good.
I was gonna say there it's coming back a little bit better, and then there it's gone.
Sorry.
There we go. Oh yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Michael Turner, Betty Boop. I mean, her neck's a little thick, but I can fix that.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Well, then I won't do anything to it.
I'd say just let it go. This is like Sim said. I think before we started, we're just doodling. This isn't drawn and backhold. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's no dildo prize at the end of this. We're just doodling and having a good time.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know. Because I'm more like Doodle and Wired right now, not Doodle and Chill.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to you since you're the Boner King and you win them all. It's always a competition with you.
It's not a competition with me. I just sit here. And do. Oh man.
Sim's like, we'll see about that.
Here we go. Yep. Sim's about to
It-
kick it into high gear now that Vinny's here.
It's like Doodle bags. Every time we start, it's like I want to beat Vinny. Beat me at what? Do whatever you want to do, pal.
That's why I was making the joke.
I don't know if Andino Palacios being serious or not, but he says never heard of Michael Turner or probably someone not important. I think he's just trying to trigger Joe and Sim.
Probably.
Zane,
Hold on. Fuzraba.
Zaid Comics wants to know, has Vinny ever met Michael Turner, or does he not know who he is like a regular person?
Oh no, I've met Michael a number of times.
Spectacular human being, correct?
Yeah, he really was amazing. His mom was super nice too. I met her.
Yeah.
He used to be hot too.
Uh,
Bill Turner genetics, my God.
Look out. But yeah, she was pretty cool. She sculpted like 2 of his statues too for Fathom.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was really good at that stuff.
Yeah, she really was. Yeah, it's a shame. If whoever's listening really doesn't know who Michael Turner is, look him up. Yeah, he was definitely a good dude, an amazing artist. His initial run on Witchblade is still some of my favorite though that he's done.
Yeah, and one of the series that a lot of people don't know about, Soulfire, was amazing. His series. Like,
Somebody brought that up in the chat earlier.
He died before he could finish it, and it's Joe Benitez that jumped in to finish the last 2 to 3 issues of the series.
That's awesome. Yeah, Joe's pretty cool too.
Yep.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I think with the Aspen stuff, like you could really see him break his art down to just the bare bones, and he got, his style changed up a little bit. A lot of that crazy hatch and the detail work kind of dissipated, and he let Peter handle a lot more of bringing it all together. And I don't think it was all bad. I still absolutely loved him.
Well, yeah, even his first run on the main series on Fathom, I really enjoyed that as well. He just did stunning work. Those covers. I think he was one of the first.
Supergirl. He's the one that brought Supergirl back.
Yeah, with Scott Lobdell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Fathom 1 to issue like 12 were just mind blowing in terms of the amount of like line work he was doing. Like I remember getting these issues as they were coming out, and I just couldn't believe. Like I thought, like this guy already makes me feel inferior, and he just won't slow down.
Well,
he keeps getting better.
Yeah, if you guys really remember too, I think it was one of the alternate covers to issue 1 of Fathom, where he kind of mimicked the Janet Jackson poster. But like the amount of work he put in the background, the waves, like every little bit of detail was just like it was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Really, really good
Well,
stuff.
he set a new standard. You know, I know we had detail guys for years in comic books, but he set this weird new standard where it's like, I didn't know things could look this good. And a lot of it was color too, and other guys at Top Cow, but
Yeah,
his work was just, it was mind blowingly good.
it really, really was.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Fenrir Fire just joined us. Hello, Fenrir Fire.
What up, Fire?
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, hello.
So yeah, look at my progress so far. What do you think about this?
Let me.
That's cool.
It's looking pretty hot.
Lock. There we go. Locked. And there we go. Make it nice and big. Oh, I like what you're doing there. I was wondering if you were going just like straight nude or what you were working with there. And then I seen the armor start to come out. I was like, I see, yeah, this is gonna be like a Betty Boop Witchblade.
Mm-hmm. Fixing that butt cheek there.
Thicker. Make it thicker.
Fix this now, Sam.
Mm-hmm. The
Fix
boner
this
case in
now.
the boner case in the house. I have to get serious about the booty.
Oh, don't worry about it, man. Like I said, I feel like I'm all thumbs tonight.
I'm not worrying about it. I just want to impress you right now.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
that's very sweet, Sim.
Vinny fears no Canadian thing.
No Canadian.
Yeah.
After working for Todd, no, I don't.
You know, the fact that you take a pun at me because I'm Canadian, just means that you do.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! It is not a pun, brother. We love Canada, and it's 99% because you're there.
That's right. Oh, Canada, something.
See, Vinny even knows your guys' like theme song.
Oh yeah, we had to sing it every day when we were over at McFarland.
What?
You know, like in school, we had to do the national anthem. We had to do that for Canada. You didn't know that?
Now, were you guys in Arizona or were you in Canada?
No. I was in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah, it was his design studio over there.
I didn't know New Jersey as well.
Yeah, he ended up bringing it out. I think to Tempe a few years after I left. And from what I understand, it didn't last long there. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm pretty sure he's outsourcing everything now. I think it's like all China.
I would. The whole Canada national anthem thing, I think I would have gotten fired day one for just having an absolute shit fit in front of all the wrong people. So.
Oh, dude, I was joking. We didn't have to do that.
Dude, you had me. I was like, Jesus Christ, that sounds like pure hell on earth.
You believed it?
Yeah. Well, dude, if I had a bunch of Japanese animators working for me here in America, I'd be like, you salute that goddamn flag.
Every day.
You know?
Every day.
American. So it wouldn't. I'm crazy. I guess I assume other people are too. I don't know.
Oh no, dude, everyone's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I assume everyone's crazy.
Everyone. I think we need a meme right now of what's his face, Gary Oldman from The Professional. Everyone.
Dude, what an underrated actor.
Yeah, dude. Well, he's got an Oscar now, so not that underrated.
Still though, I mean, look at all the shit that he's been in, and like every movie he's in, like he transforms for his roles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Gary Oldman.
Yeah, like he's the
One
shit.
Totally. I want to watch that Churchill movie. I just haven't had a chance.
Now there's them Joe Ball titties.
I think my sketch is done.
Let's see here.
Peace.
Hey, hello.
It's not quite Michael Turner, but it's.
I can feel it in the face, man. It's all about the lips and the eyes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Betty Boop has like gigantic eyes, so you can go a little extra crazy with her eyes.
Yeah.
Like even make them bigger than Turner's. It's like if you just selected an eye on like a Turner picture in Photoshop and made it bigger. scaled it up.
Dude, that's awesome though. I like that. I like how that turned out.
Sweet. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think the neck's too fat.
No,
I think
I
it's
think
just
the next
how it
fine.
looked at me. I think I was holding my camera like at an angle or something, and it came off weird because I look at it now and it looks fine.
Yeah, it looks good. I dig it. Yeah, you
Well,
you
thank you very much,
you
sir.
definitely nailed the eyes and the lips for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Well, Michael
Oh
Turner
yeah.
was a pimp daddy. What would we do without him?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, brother.
It's it's I don't get too sad about people dying that I don't know. Like just because they're famous doesn't mean I care about their fate. It is what it is. It's nature doing its thing. But Michael Turner was one of those ones where I was like bothered for at least like I want to say like a half an hour before I was like time to condense this and move on with life. But
Yeah, I agree, man. Especially after having met him a couple of times and having good conversations, it really does suck. It hit me too, because I thought he was in remission,
Yeah, he
and
was
then
announcing his return like like 2 months before.
yeah,
yeah,
and then just came back full force. And that's the thing that really sucked about it. And I was pretty good friends with one of his closest friends, that inker Tim Townsend,
Mm-hmm.
and
okay.
he was really broken up, because I think he named one of his kids after him as well. Yeah, they were super tight. But yeah, fuck cancer.
Yep.
Yeah, no
Just gotta
shit.
just gotta say that
Mhm.
again.
Yeah, Michael Turner. I remember going to some of the first cons I went to. Like, yeah, you would have your scheduled time when you could go by, the booth to get autographs or shake hands and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But like, if I just saw him in like the lobby or something, I'd be like, "Yo, dude, can I bother you and talk to you again for a few minutes?" And he was totally friendly and totally nice, no matter how many of us like trying to get into comic book nerd people bothered him.
Oh,
And
dude,
you
absolutely.
know, he was just such a
Mhm.
saint about everything. I was like, there's no one else here that'll just smile and look honestly like you're not bothering them. They're gonna start to look annoyed when they're trying to like call their wife real quick, and you walk up to them and you're like, "Hey, X-Men's cool."
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's one of the things that was my takeaway too, meeting him. There's a handful of people who really left like an impression on me. It's like every time I started doing conventions, I was trying to do the same thing, right? It was him and Stanley.
Mhm.
The way that they both dealt with fans and how they handled people on a very personal level. That's what I always try to give back as well. They set the bar.
they did because you could visibly tell walking up to certain people that they were just like not in the mood at
Yep.
a convention, like especially bigger ones where you knew they were just sitting in that building for like 12 and 14 hours.
Oh yeah.
So you could tell like a Dark Horse editor as soon as you walked up, like he's gonna hate me just because he sees me. This
Oh
is
yeah.
not gonna go well.
Yeah,
So
they eye the portfolios first, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
Dickheads.
yeah. I had one editor once when I was young be like, just give it here. Like he just knew what I was walking up for, and like did like the 20-second flip, and he was like, "You need to stop making so many lines on people's faces," and pushed it back to me and just sent me on my way. And I was
Oh,
like, "All right,
they definitely have a recipe. It's a list that they love to just tell people right off the bat.
yeah."
Uh,
Gets them out of their hair. It's an easy.
yep.
Matt Hawkins, dude, I heard him go pretty vicious on some people, and then he was actually pretty nice to me. So I was like, well, thank God for that, because I was kind of scared. I feel
Yeah,
like I watched like 20 dudes in front of me, him be like, "What is this shit? I can't even tell what this is. Who told you you could draw?" Like just ripping these dudes apart, and I was like, "Uh oh." I felt
Hawkins liked me too. I was supposed to go intern for them, but instead I went to McFarlane as well, because one was offering a paycheck and the other one was just offering an internship.
Yeah,
yeah,
gotta follow the
yeah,
money.
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
All right, let's lock and zoom.
I gave her a tramp stamp.
Gave her a tramp
He
stamp.
did.
Sam,
That's
I
not
used
a
to
that's not a
I
tramp stamp.
see it on the butt.
If that's a tramp
that's a
stamp,
bunch.
then I have a tramp stamp.
You have a tattoo on your ass?
I do.
Adam, you're just a tramp. in general.
And you should be stamped.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boop,
Good
boop,
job, Bob.
ba-doop, boop.
Very boopy.
It looks a bit. It ended up looking a bit more like a like a Benitez, but it does have that. Oh, Turner's there.
I see.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
in the things.
it's
Yeah.
a mix. It's a mix for sure. Which it's not a bad mix, man. Benitez and Turner. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Fuck yeah.
I'd buy that comic.
Boop boop beep doop. I just like her hair. I might use that hair on somebody.
Zayd says, no, Adam, you're just gay.
Oh,
Oh my.
Ouch. Ouch, Phil.
Adam, Phil said that.
Yeah.
Are you, Adam? Are you kidding me?
No, I don't take
I
anything
swear.
he says seriously.
I swear to God, Phil, when I get out of here, I'm coming straight up to Chicago and I'm bringing the leather belt.
Oh, dude.
See,
Hey,
seeing as Phil is from Chicago, like I already moderately don't like him at all, like just by default. So, like he should consider himself lucky that I even allow him in my presence most of the time.
that's a fair point.
I mean, yes, Chicago to us down here in the lower part of Illinois, no, Chicago sucks. And he chooses to live there. He could leave at any time.
But dude, they've got the best karaoke bars, and that's what matters in Phil's life.
Priorities, man.
That's right.
He's a karaoke machine.
They might have the best karaoke bars, but they have the worst sports teams, the worst pizza. Just everything else is just the worst.
Crime rate.
No, they actually don't have the worst crime rate.
Not anymore.
St. Louis is still top 5 in the United States,
Nice.
year after year after year. Yeah, Sketch Therapy says Chicago has been ruled badly for a very long time. Yes, it has, and that trickles down to the rest of the state, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
really
that-
everyone else in Illinois south of Chicago just wants Chicago to become their own state and just kind of go away and just leave the rest of us to ourselves.
Chicago or Florida?
Both.
It's kind of the equivalent to, let's say, if like New York or Los Angeles got to dictate what happened in Nebraska.
Yeah, very similar.
You know,
Oh, lucky you
It's
though.
the-
He says he's moving to Ohio.
well, yeah, because we're gonna bring Zayd Comics to Ohio, and we're just gonna start kicking everyone's ass the Southern Ohio way.
Beautiful.
Because if it's the Cleveland way, that's no good. We don't like anything north of like Athens, so that's the enemy above there. I don't even consider them Ohio.
Yeah, see, it's the same way with Chicago. Like
Yeah,
you're
The only
you're your
way
own
I can-
entity.
the only people from Michigan I like are people that agree with me on how terrible Northern Ohio is, and then we're virtually on the same page, and we're brethren from that point on. That's not Ohio. Cincinnati is Ohio. Columbus is Ohio. The small towns are Ohio. Everything north of that is just. I'm not even going to say anymore. I might offend somebody. It's a disgusting place. Here I did another Michael Turtery vein. It's just not Betty Boop.
And your camera is not liking us tonight.
No.
Can I turn it off, turn it back on? It's being a pain.
There we go. That's better. Ooh. Did you just do that in the time that you finished Betty Boop?
Yeah, I just did it in like 5 minutes.
Good lord.
Beautiful.
This is like if, like, say I'm just not putting my mind into it. I'm just sitting there, like, drawing a male head with scratchy marks. that's it's I could do something that looks like this all day. I just can't translate it into a page-to-page story of just doing it that relaxed. So
Kind of reminds me of the vampires from I Am Legend, but
Oh yeah,
cooler looking.
I can see that.
And I really wish one day someone will make the movie the right way, like the book
Would be
was.
nice.
It would be fantastic.
hey brothers, I gotta get back to the family here. But I appreciate y'all having me on, and it's been fun. And let's do it again next week.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Or
Joe.
whenever. I'm not sure what the schedule is. You just let me know.
We're gonna try to keep it once a week, and
Yep.
we're gonna try to keep it to the Hangouts OBS format, so we can get more than just 2-3 people in here. Because normally we'd have the 4 of us with Tinfoil Hat Nick, and then 2 other artists would fill all the slots. So yeah, we definitely want to expand this. I already told Sketch that I'll drop him the link for next week if he wants to come hang out and doodle with us. He's more than welcome to.
Mhm.
So
Everybody that's willing to doodle, to draw, and have fun with the theme that we choose, and usually it's redesigning or interpretation or something, they're welcome
Right.
to come.
Cool.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
you can find me as Comic Art Master One on Twitter. If you ever want to buy any of these sketches you see, just shoot me a DM and we'll get it worked out. And yeah, until then, everyone have a good night, and I will talk to y'all again here soon.
You
And
too,
that's
bro.
All right,
Super
Joe. Have a great
Aaron.
night.
Peace
Awesome.
out,
Yeah.
Joe.
Hail, brothers! It was a pleasure to be in the presence of my brothers and other individuals I respect the talent of.
Hail John
Oh, yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.
What a class act.
Totally. Great guy. Love that dude.
Totally different than Gail Simone.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always so thrown when I see the picture and then this like really nice dude starts talking and interacting with me from behind it. It just always throws me.
Yeah. You're waiting for that hostility.
I am.
That's a choice image too, because it looks like she's about to go for a donut or something.
Yeah. It has been.
She's
He's
looking
had
at
that
that gravy.
forever. He just refuses to change it. Either that or he doesn't know how. I can't decide.
It's too perfect. When I met her, that's the face she always had on. She always looked hungry.
I want to take a bite of you.
How hungry? You got donuts?
Look at this
No.
sexy lass here.
Wait.
I love this, Vinny. Very modern.
Oh, thanks. So like I said, I'm just trying to come up with something halfway decent. Like I said, my head wasn't in drawing tonight. I was juggling a bunch of other stuff. And just kind of ran back in the house. And I'm like, what time is it? Oh, shit.
That's cool though. She got the short hair, but it's not a lesbian haircut.
Yeah, well, she has that giant ass part in her head. And I was trying to figure out how I could make that look better. So, yeah.
Oh, here's my second one.
Cool, man.
Oops, muted my mic.
Welcome back.
I love just talking to no one.
I do it all the time. It's okay.
Trust me, it's better company.
Well, nobody
Tends-
argues with me. Nobody talks back.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, same here, dude. That's most of the day. That's what I'm doing. I'm working by myself, and the conversation's a lot better than if if I go out and chat with people.
What you doing there now, Sim?
Another witchblade.
Ah. Head sketch. Those are Pegger's eyes. The eyes of a Pegger.
I just thought of you have Betty Boop. And going a bit more on the, Sarah Benzini.
I'm terrified. Like, I feel like she's staring into my soul.
Into your back hole.
Oh my! Isn't that Isn't that where the soul is kept?
It is. Sketch says you're lucky. I argue with me all the time. I love you, Sketch.
That's great.
Gargoyle says, so you all agreed to have the con where there's people who get shot at a funeral.
I think only like 5 people agreed and just kind of said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't much of a vote, to my knowledge anyway. Like I said, I was behind on the whole thing. It was just like, hey, talk of a con, and then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, like it's like nearly cemented in place. And it's like, whoa, that
Yeah,
escalated quickly.
That's pretty much the next day. It was kind of an overnight thing.
Who knows?
Speed moves really fast in Comicsgate. It always has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Vinny, can I crash with you if I come down?
What, to Orlando? Yeah. I'm going to be taking a 5 or 6 hour drive, so yeah, in the hotel.
Sure.
We'll get the extra beds and all that.
Oh, we don't have to do all that.
All right.
Yeah. With all the cosplayers that Vinny brings back.
Yeah. See, Simon knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah, of course I do.
It's the orgy atmosphere you want.
I've been to cons too, guy, and I've known cosplayers too.
I thought you were going to say, I've been to cons where Vinny was at. I followed him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Vinny.
I hope the hotel has the conjoined rooms. You know, with the door between the 2 rooms. That'd be nice.
Yeah. What depends. If it's one that's going to be close to the theme parks, there's a few that are like that. Yeah, it's also a good question. I wonder where they're going to do it.
They wanted to do it in Orlando.
Yeah, no, I meant like what parts of Orlando.
Yeah, because Orlando's pretty big, Sim.
Yeah, it's huge. Huge.
Huge.
All I know
But
is
did they
it's
say
going to
was-
get weird.
Didn't they
Well,
mention
yeah.
that it was going to be close to the MGM or something?
I don't know. Well, they want the whole thing to be in like the ballroom of a hotel, so I'm sure they'll have to find a pretty decent one that's also cheap.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably the best bet as far as size is concerned.
Yeah. And they need to keep an eye out for the actual date that they're going to pick, because I think MegaCon is around May, if I remember correctly. I mean,
Oh, is that
No.
one in Florida?
yeah, I believe it's usually in May. I could be wrong. I forget. The last time I went there was like 2 years ago. It was run like shit.
By the way, guys, my birthday is in May, so just keep that in mind when you see me.
Oh,
Oh,
you too?
okay.
You too?
Nice.
Yeah, son?
Me too.
Nice.
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like we're going to have a big birthday bash then.
Are you a Taurus or a Gemini, Simon?
Taurus.
I figured.
What about you?
And I was born the year of the dragon.
I'm the other. Born the year of the horse.
I figured you're a Gemini.
Yeah.
I figured so.
Fred, when we're talking to the ladies, lead with that.
Wait, you calling me a slut, Adam? Is that what you're doing?
I said nothing of the sort. I just looked. Orlando would be almost a 14-hour drive for me. It's not too terrible. It's not the worst.
I'm almost done.
I've driven to Pensacola before.
Oh, yeah? How'd you like that?
What, driving or being in Pensacola?
Either.
The driving was kind of interesting because the vehicle, I was driving a delivery vehicle that was not up to shape, and I was actually overloaded for the trip, and without a turbocharger on the truck, it made getting up the hills in the mountains very difficult. And there's quite a few on the way down, so what I would do was I would floor it on the way down the hill and hit about 85, and then going up the hill it decreased to about 40. So I'd be passing everybody on the way down and then getting over the right lane as quick as possible, and then everybody passed me on the way back up. They were not happy.
That's pretty fucked up.
I was pissing a lot of people off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my boss at the time told me not to stop at any way stations. I said, "Oh, this is going to be a fun trip."
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, those stops could be very dangerous. Pretty dangerous.
And I was only worried. The only time I was actually really worried was getting into Florida because they have checkpoints on all the major highways to check produce and everything coming into the state for pests and everything like that.
Huh?
And as I passed it, I was clenching my butt and crossing my fingers, going, "Please, please don't fucking pull me over. Please don't pull me over."
How many Mexicans did you have back there?
None. They were all sandwiches.
Was that code?
No, actually, they were literal sandwiches.
Whoa. I think you'd be okay.
I used to work for a sandwich company.
Yeah, coastal and green.
Cool.
Joe jumped back in the chat to say, "Drew Carey is not Ohio. He is a bitch." Sketch says cocaine sandwiches. No, they were mostly like ham, turkey.
I'm done.
Look at Sim just popping through shit.
Cool.
That does look really cool. And yeah, you kind of... I mean, it's simple, elegant, sexy.
Ass.
And, you know, badass, sexy.
That's legit.
Dude, I just rekindle my little love for Betty Boop.
See what the Boner King's doing over here. Oh my.
Oh my.
My.
She usually wears the black cocktail dress, right?
Yeah.
It's been a minute. All I really remember was the part in the hair that looked like two butt cheeks. She had a small dress, but I don't remember what it looked like.
Don't forget the little curls that were sticking out all around her head.
Right. That's why I tried to. Yeah, I think it did an okay job at that.
Yeah.
For now, I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm just jumping into this.
I always thought that those little wild hair thing made her look like, you know, that little sweet and kinky.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say me look like a slut.
That's what he was
No.
going for. He was just being nice about it.
Her hair always looked wet, like she was sweaty. From all that hooking she does.
No, it's just a white girl's Jerry curl.
Ah, okay.
A white girl's Jerry curl.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Oh shit.
So you're gonna go to the CG Con if it happens, right? Vinny?
Oh yeah, I'd like to for sure. Yeah.
I mean, if they're doing it in 2021, I feel like that gives me enough time to put some money away. I'd definitely like to go. Because like I said, there's a lot of you guys I'd like to shake hands with and have a drink with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's the whole purpose of it, right? It's for everyone to hang out and have fun
Yeah, and get weird.
and get a little weird.
Because I know War Campaign has already said that they will be there. So
Oh, then it's definitely going to be weird. Are they bringing the dildos or not?
I would assume so. I'd assume they'd all pile into Rose Red Van.
Well, I'd love to hear what customs would say. Shit. They're bringing illegal merchandise into the country. One more rainbow dildo? No more rainbow dildo.
I think they should custom order some, like in bulk, with the War Campaign logo on them.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Looking good, Vinny.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, sexy and elegant. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think a little bit like Marilyn Monroe type.
I
Yeah,
thought that's
it's
what you
more
were going with the
Mhm.
dress like that.
Yeah,
it's more of a retro Betty Boop.
yeah. A little film noir-ish, I guess.
But I don't see the Turner influence.
Big eyes, big lips, heart-shaped face. No,
Butt cheek hair.
butt cheek hair.
Glossy eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
With a lot of eyelashes.
Yeah, is that not like a Turner nose? Come on, that's kind of Turner-ish nose.
Turner doesn't even draw nose, dude. He just does the little line in the nostrils, remember? And the little
Nah,
shadow.
it depends which kind of Turner you're talking about here. Was it more beginning of career, middle, end? You know what I mean? He changed stuff up.
True.
Good. He always liked the button nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he always had the button nose, yeah. I like the same thing.
there we go.
There we go. It's a little bit more Turner-ish.
Edgar Tarley says
Oh.
War Campaign better have live tribunal at the CG Con.
How's Through the Wood doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Not too bad. I mean, it slowed down a bit the last 2 days, but I got to do an update. That's what I was about to do tonight. Because I was supposed to do it when I hit 10K, but you know, I've been juggling a bunch of shit, other freelance work, so I haven't had a chance yet. But here, look, I gave her the Turner eyebrows
Yeah.
with the points.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All that's missing is the numerous amount of eyelashes. Like,
Yeah.
remember?
Boy, Sim is on your dick about this.
No, I just want to see it. Dude, I like his stuff. I just...
Yeah, let's see. Through the Woods Collected
There you go.
Edition sitting at 11,511. 195 backers.
Nice.
Bingo.
Very good.
And what
Yeah.
did you raise on the first campaign?
For Through the Woods?
Yeah.
Like 3,300, I think, altogether.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. Big difference.
Big
Well,
difference.
that's what happens when you have exactly no fan base on Twitter and YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Like,
we're good.
I literally thought that like all the people who are following me on the other websites would jump all over it. Nobody cared. It was only Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah, Drew Eash will tell you that his Captain Love Facebook page has like a huge following, and he got like no backers from it.
It's fucked up, but yeah, it seems to be how it's been working lately. Had I known, I would have been living on Twitter years and years ago.
Right?
Like I signed up and I'm like, how do I get traction here? Like the fuck? I never understood it. I even had like Mark Hamill retweet some of my shit years ago. Still,
Your Star Wars stuff? Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why. I just for some reason I've been struggling to gain fans on social media. It's been really weird. Even like my YouTube channel, like Red and I were talking about that earlier. Like, how come my channel isn't bigger? It's crazy.
Social media, especially YouTube, it's a different beast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about algorithms and all that crap. I just kind of do. And if things stick, they stick. But I'm still like chipping away. So every campaign, every day, it's I guess doing a little better. So at least we're on the upswing.
Hell yeah, man! You just got to keep pushing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, social media is the more you interact with people and you share, the more people get to see your stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we do nonstop.
Yep.
Yeah, the
But,
interaction
like,
is key.
yeah, but like Adam was saying, YouTube is definitely a different beast. Like you'll get bumps and then you'll get dry spells.
Mhm.
Somebody will shout you out. You might get a big bump.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, the like we were talking about earlier, Adam. Like I think one video a day really does help. Just kind of with a steady flow. But yeah, for some reason YouTube doesn't seem to like the live streams that much. I don't know.
No, they're not good for growing your channel. Which
Nope.
I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I like doing live streams. I like doing this kind of stuff way more than I like sitting down and actually like making videos.
Yeah.
But You know, and I was actually talking with Ro about this last night. You know, I'm not one of those people who will make a video just because the topic is trending. Like I have to be invested in it to
Right.
to sit down and make a video. I mean, if I could just make videos or whatever's trending, but my heart's not going to be in it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, then why am I really even doing this? You know, it's not. I'm not. I'd like to have a decent follower count just so when I do showcase, smaller, creators, up and coming people, it gets more eyes on them. But I'm not looking to be a YouTuber. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
looking to be a Tug or a Yellow Flash or Adam Friended or any of those kind of people. Like that's just not what I'm here for. I'm here to promote comics and I'm here to make comics.
Hmm.
Exactly. And we're here to geek out. It's not, it's not just also about chilling books. It's also about geeking out,
Yeah.
enjoying each other. It's like, talking
Um,
about,
yeah.
Turner. Last time was the Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next time it'll be something else. And I like the idea of getting like, we get the guest to take a few picks, then we get the chat to do the final one.
Yeah. Hey, we got Skits Comic just showed up. Hey, Skits.
What's up, Skits?
Hey, Skits.
Welcome, Skits.
Skits, I gotta get you on too. I've yet to sit down and talk with you, and you're on my list, man.
Hey, if you can draw live, you can join us too here next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we have room for what? At least 5 people to draw with us, minimum.
Well, technically we can have six. We can have a total of 6 guests.
Yeah.
Because we can take it all the way up to 10, and we got the normally 4 hosts with Nick.
And Nick will be back on next weekend.
Excellent.
He had a little.
Yeah, his whole family's got the flu.
Oh man.
Oh, that's rough.
Other than him.
Yeah. Let's hope it's just the flu and not the corona shit.
That shit's been so blown out of proportion, though.
Again, let's hope so.
Well, yeah, and I mean not to say that I hope Nick's family has the coronavirus. I'm just saying the
Jesus.
corona. Hey, don't twist my words.
I didn't.
But it is definitely that shit's been blown way out of proportion. If you look at the amount of cases versus the amount of deaths, it's minuscule. And China's the only country who's actually seen any deaths come of it.
Yeah, but they're not giving out the real numbers either because last I heard it was like 213. But again, they don't want the real number out there because they think it's going to scare even more people.
That's true.
Yeah. So I wouldn't really believe anything that's happening on the news.
No, God no.
Did you see that Joe shared his drawings? He scanned
Yeah, I
them?
did.
Oh, cool.
I just got the notification actually.
Boo-doo, be-doo, boop.
The little button nose.
I really like what you do, Vinny, with the gray backgrounds, and then you do the white highlights.
Thanks. Yeah, I try to do it to save my eyes a little bit.
It makes sense.
Yeah, lately my eyes have been getting a little more screwed up because the weather's so horrible, and I get all these allergy issues.
But it's also one of the things that they tell us to do. You should put the background a light gray. It's the technique with painting with regular painting. So your color picking is truer to what you're gonna choose.
True.
Because otherwise you get blinded by the white.
Yep.
So you're color picking the wrong colors.
Yeah, it's definitely it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I had a college professor that required us all to use the yellow notepads because he didn't like white loose leaf paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said it was hard on his eyes.
Me, I'm just here looking at Vinny draw and rolling.
I guess because it's just. Oh, I just caught that. But yeah, I would assume too, like if you are actually, it's hundreds and hundreds of fucking papers all the time. Yeah, I could get that. All that white paper. Those screw up.
Also, this is kind of off topic, but the where I work at now, they only use blue pens.
Oh yeah.
We do not use black pens.
Racist.
Racist. It has to do.
With black versus white, I gotcha.
It was the same thing in university. They didn't want us to use black pen. It was blue pen. I think it has to do with the correctors.
Yeah. It's I guess it helps prevent people from cheating and shit too. If it's blue ink.
Yeah, printing.
Yeah, when I asked about it, I was told it was because they make a lot of copies of our papers, and this way they can tell the original from the photocopies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sketch says photocopy. Yeah, he knows what's up. Oh, Zach's new project is live.
Already?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah?
just saw
The
that.
secret project? What is it?
It's midget wrestling, isn't it?
Let's go see. Are you gonna put it out,
I was
bro?
gonna see if I can pull it up here.
Who's it on right now?
Or luck on you?
Is EVS launching it, or
I
is?
think EVS launched it.
Because I'm not seeing it. I don't see that it says live stream yet.
Oh well, I thought he was launching it, but yeah, let's switch this around. Oh, go to
Zach's.
Go to his Twitter. Yeah.
Well,
He
what's
doesn't have a Twitter.
No. What's Zach's YouTube channel again? Changing, doesn't it?
diversity, or it's not diversity in comics. It's Comics Matter with your boy Zach. So here, let me lock. I guess I should lock on my screen too. That would help. There we go. The Expendables Go to Hell graphic novel. The Expendables are
Expendables
back.
Go to Hell.
Story
So
by
that-
Sylvester Stallone and Chuck Dixon. Art by Graham Nolan.
That was the big deal that I was hearing about.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna make a fortune.
Holy shit.
Well, it just launched and it's already at $3,600. 58 backers. Let's
Wow.
see. Let's see. Yeah. So story, art. Oh, yeah.
Graham
Look
Nolan,
at that.
Yeah.
That's some pretty beautiful stuff right there.
Yeah, it is.
Can you share the link?
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow.
No.
No. Well, so much for my campaign making any more money.
There, I just dropped it in the chat. Let's see here. Wow. Yeah. Look
With
at this
Chuck Dixon.
artwork. This
Shit.
band of badasses is led by founding member Barney Ross, a highly decorated veteran of the United States military. While the membership varies widely, once topping out at 22 members, the core group is comprised of Lee Christmas, Gunnar Jensen, Yin Yang, Toll Road. So what I guess I'm failing to see where Zach comes into play.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
he's probably
his
just the
campaign.
link. Yeah.
I guess he's the one who bought the license for this then.
Either he bought the license or he made the agreement with Sylvester Stallone because he says story by Sylvester Stallone and Chuck Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm assuming that the plot is Stallone's, and then Dixon is the one who actually wrote the script of it.
Right.
But again, I'm failing to. Oh, look at this shit! We got fucking Pegasus with bombers.
I've seen some crazy stuff in here. Demons, Valkyries.
holy shit.
Whoa!
Yep. Like I
Go
said,
to hell.
50-page main story accompanied by 3 side quests. Okay, so here we got the bridge. Barney Ross is stunned to find the soul of his still-living friend Tool trapped in hell. Art by Jason Johnson. Oh, he's good. Christmas in Hell. Lee Christmas is lured away from the team just when they need him most. Art by Kelsey Shannon. And Barbarian's Holiday. Gunnar Jensen makes the most of a bad situation. Art by Butch Juice. Wow, they definitely they lined up some fucking all-stars for this.
Yeah, they did.
Multiple covers. Main cover will feature art by Kelsey Shannon. In addition, there will be variant covers by Billy Tucci, Richard C. Meyer, Jason Johnson, Renzo Rodriguez, and possibly more. Wow. Yeah, this is something else.
Yeah, it is. That's cool. Yeah, because Stallone's a good guy, and he loves people who are like underdogs like him.
Yeah, and he's not very PC, dude. He had to deal with it with the Expendables and everything. So
No.
it's kind of like, welcome to CG.
I'll tell you, it was very smart of him too to get an actual license. You know.
See, well, it's must be pretty close to being
and he ain't
completed because it's estimated shipping is in May of this year.
And he ain't asking for 500 or 1,000. He's asking for 10K. So he's
Yeah.
already at 39%.
Yeah, and I mean this will make 10K easy.
Oh yeah.
$30.
I'm sure tonight it'll jump to probably like 20 or 30,000 before it's midnight.
Oh yeah.
And it's multiple artists. It's not.
Oh yeah. It looks beautiful. It's characters that people know.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can say Sylvester Stallone is part of CG.
Yeah.
That means we're gonna get Hollywood eyes on this.
Yep.
That's true.
True that.
Yeah.
Very,
so
very
30
very
bucks
smart.
gets you a book in the pinup of basically your choice. You got the Kelsey Shannon, the Tucci, Meyer, the Jason Johnson, yeah, Renzo,
Oh, I
two-pack.
I think we need some Vinny Tartamella in there. I'm just saying.
I mean, they did say more to come.
I would do one too.
You get all 5 books and pinups for $125.
Wow. So does that mean Stallone's gonna come to the party?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start getting Stallone on live streams.
Oh my god, dude.
He's got a house in Miami.
Oh shit.
I'd fucking geek.
Jesus, man.
Where do we see the covers? We don't see the covers.
Well, I think the covers are here at the bottom, but I don't know. It's not really quite clear as to which is which.
Okay, there's one cover that's gonna be done by Richard.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like this looks like it's probably a cover. That's definitely a cover. That looks like I can't read the. That's Nolan. That is Rodriguez. That is definitely Zach's art, but that's just a little promo piece. Nolan. Yeah, actually, that's something that is a little unclear as to what all the covers look like, because none of the they didn't put any pictures on the tiers from what it looks like. Oop.
So we get to choose between the Kelsey Shannon, the Tucci, Meyer, Johnson, and Renzo.
Well, this is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty much tempted of buying one right now.
I'm not gonna be buying one now, but I'll definitely be getting one eventually here. I like the Expendables movies. It's good fun action.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yep.
You know, that was like when that first one dropped, that was like a huge revitalization of, you know, that classic 80s, you know, action genre that has been missing from Hollywood's, well, since pretty much the early 90s, really. Sketch says he thinks that he's still building this campaign.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. It looks good.
Very good.
Yeah, Skit says looks like a ton of fun. Yeah, absolutely. This is cool.
So the original cover is the one by Kelsey Shannon.
Yeah. Yeah, the Kelsey Shannon one is the featured tier.
Hmm. You know, I said it. I said it. I hope it's for once that it's one project that he launched that I am actually interested in. The fucker did it.
Well, I can see why this has been such a big top secret for so long.
My God, yeah.
I just backed it.
Edgar says, I'm amazed Kelsey didn't slip and leak this months ago.
I'm a man of my fucking word. I'm backer number 97.
Oh, I'm sure tonight I'm going to be all over that as well.
Wow, that's really cool. That's
Once-
this is big. This is pretty big for CG.
Fucking awesome.
And I'm one of the
Wait,
first
what'd you
ones
say?
to
Your
back her.
backer's 96?
97. 97.
Oh yeah, this shit just jumped up to $6,000 in the time we've been talking about it.
I told you, man. 20 grand easy tonight.
Yeah.
Are we the first freaking stream to cover that thing?
Possibly.
Probably, yeah.
Go back it now. And tell them where you came from.
Yeah. I was signed in when I copied the link, so if anybody uses the link in the chat, that
We need to get Zach in here.
yeah, I don't know how to get a hold of Zach. Edgar says Mark Wade is somewhere right now screaming at the top of his lungs. Yes, he is.
So go back in the expendable, right? The fuck now. Go back Blood Hunt, Through the Woods, and Super Heron. Because if Joe's not there, go back that shit.
Back it.
Yeah, it just jumped another $300. So yeah, this campaign it's ticking. We're at 63% already.
I'm motherfucking fire.
There you go.
Actually, Sketch is right. He is still kind of building this because it just switched from 58 days left to 30 days left. So he shifted his the timetable on it.
How could you do that? I thought once you put it in, that's locked in.
Apparently not, because when I opened it up, it said 58 days left, and it says 30 days left now.
Oh, wow.
Now this is cool. This is awesome.
Very cool.
Hey, Dive Ninja's in the chat. Hail, what's up?
I'll dive.
Wasn't.
We're just hanging out, talking, drawing some Betty Boop, talking about this new expendable super secret project that Zach just launched out of nowhere.
Backing the extra.
Well, I guess not really out of nowhere. It hasn't been a secret that he was launching today. That's not news. But it's news as to what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, which cover is Kelsey's?
The main
first
cover,
one,
the
the main
featured.
cover. Yeah.
Is it the one where he's punching? No, wait.
No, it's the one where I think from what I was seeing, it's the one where you see Sylvester Stallone.
Smoke.
You just see the little sketch. You just see smoke, the square.
Oh, you think that's his?
Yep, dude, it looks like the style that he's been using on the covers for him.
Which one? Hold on, I'm scrolling through the campaign.
Okay, you go all hold on. Okay,
I was
look
gonna
at my
say
screen.
there's a lot of art on here to look at. It is
Hold on.
almost
Is
all
it
the way to the
just-
bottom.
Let me close my backing info.
Just gonna have it up on my screen here as soon as there.
Yeah, you guys look, because
You got it.
I think that one's
Yeah.
Kelsey.
I think that's Kelsey's.
Zoom out a little bit.
It's either Kelsey's or Tucci, but I think that's Kelsey's. Yeah, that looks digital, and he
Yeah.
works both. Yeah.
Yeah, Tucci doesn't do digital.
No. I mean, that's why I picked that one.
Okay.
So yeah, you got that one.
They should definitely. I mean, yeah, this is all amazing, but he should definitely put the names of the artists, which cover is which, on here.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally say it.
Yeah, because it
We
is.
busting out some blunt talk with this.
Well,
Yep.
like the two that are finished here, if we zoom, whoa, calm down, computer. Holy cow,
What did it do?
I zoomed way too far.
You went to China?
So this one here that I've got up on screen, this has got Johnson's autograph on it at the
Okay.
bottom, and then
Right.
this one um, that has what was his name? Renzo Rodriguez. That's his cover right there.
Gotcha.
So those two we know, we can say for sure. But
Okay.
the others we're just kind of speculating at this point.
Right. So it's the hold on. So it's the featured book.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the
The
Kelsey
featured here.
Shannon.
Okay.
Yeah, featured book and pinup, the first one on there. That is your Kelsey Shannon cover.
He's already at 71% now.
Nice.
Dude, I can't wait for this book now.
Yep, you just crossed $7,000.
And I backed it.
Hell yeah.
I got it now too.
Come on, update. I want to see. I want to see it. There. Whoa, that was a huge backing. Just jumped up to 73.60.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not as rich as Vinny. He just gave him $1,000.
That's just
I'm just joking.
whoa.
I'm
I mean,
just joking.
that was because of auction night. Otherwise, I'd still be fucking choking right now.
I mean, they got the original art for Jason Johnson's variant up for $2,500. One available. Original art for Meyer 3,000. One available.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Regular pricing is fine for me. I don't need to be.
You ain't baller status.
No, I'm not baller style.
You ain't big balling.
No.
Man, I am kind of drooling over this artwork. This is just insane.
Yes, it's nice. I like it. That's why I bought it.
This is one that like
I really like the movies.
black
and
and white
the
would be fine.
Oh, I love the movies. I love Stallone.
Yep. And
What
I
am
love the entire chemistry that they all have in there. It's so freaking hilarious. The last one was a bit more, trying to bring in the young ones. It was
What-
fun. I loved it.
Stallone actually owns one of a piece of artwork that my brother did, and he did a video with it.
Really?
Yeah, my brother, because he's a sculptor. You know Sebastian Kruger, that famous caricature painter.
The name sounds familiar.
He does they're like hyper realistic but extremely exaggerated
Mm-hmm.
faces. Like he did it before anybody else, but basically, my brother did a statue, a bust of him, with when he was beat up, he's got the black eye and all that. He painted up and he sent it to him, and he actually did like a little video, him and his brother, showing it off and doing the voices. Yo, Adrian, blah blah blah. It was funny as fuck, but I mean, for him to do that, that's awesome. He's a
That
good
is
dude.
awesome. Skits Comics says this is a project he should leave up for 60 days. I guarantee it will be. He'll do the 30-day extension when it comes close to the end
Yeah,
to do
well,
the
that's what
full
I'm
60.
doing the same thing.
I would imagine this will stay in demand as well, since it's got such a close shipping date of May.
Yep.
Hey, Michael Beacon, he says, tried to say hi earlier, but apparently I'm shadow banned or something. Now that I'm home, holy shit, this is awesome.
Dude, this does amazing things for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. Because now we're actually we're gonna be looked at as something real instead of just some kind of hate group, whatever horse shit they were trying to label Comicsgate as.
Yeah, this is a huge step in the right direction.
Yep.
I wonder how many pages like those stories are going to be, like Kelsey's and
You said the first page was 50 page, I think. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
go back.
the main story is 50 pages, and it does not say how long the 3 side quests are.
yeah. I hope they're a good length.
That's what she said.
That's right.
Don't
And then
forget the girth. Don't
then
forget
she
the
went,
girth.
huh?
I said, don't forget about the girth.
Of course not.
Girth is important.
Yes.
Can't do much with a pencil.
So I guess okay, so this is more looks like most of the art that's posted up on here is Graham Nolan's. All these color pages are Graham's. These black and whites they're labeled Graham's.
So,
So he's, I guess, doing the main story.
okay.
Yeah, is what I'm gathering. I want to know. Oh, here we
And
go.
I'm back.
This is Alfechi.
Yes.
Well, shit, I didn't even see his name in there.
So wait, the ones on top before we get to the color,
Yeah, the first ones on the page are Aaron Alfechi's.
and that's the main artist.
No, no, I don't
No?
think
No,
so.
the main artist is Graham Nolan.
Yeah, which
And
are the
that's the
colored
one
pages.
you see with the dragons.
Yeah, all this is Graham. So I don't even know where Aaron fits into this, because coming down here to when it talks about the 3 side quests,
So
it says
if you look on the page there, it says Aaron Alpechi, right? The Expendable, Go to Hell, 60 page. No, Go to Hell, page 2. Meyer and Dixon.
Gotcha.
So they co-finished the writing.
Hmm.
So he's the one that probably hired Dixon and worked on it with him.
I just hope Aaron had a lot of pages in here because his work looks absolutely
God,
amazing.
he's so good.
Yes.
Is he the one
so
who-
good?
Did he do the last project with?
Yeah, he did part of Jawbreakers too.
Okay. How much is part of it? Like half of it?
I'd have to look.
I like his work.
Oops. Oh, come on.
No, he reminds me of a Jerry Hordway, but more detailed. Remember when Jerry Hordway did the Batman adaptation for the movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Looking on here on the Jawbreakers page, it doesn't have the page count. But he did the main. Aaron did the main story. Yeah, so he did the main story, and then the Zachi Respawn was Charlie Snoggins, and the Devil Dog Devil Dog Origin was also Aaron, so he did most of that book.
Okay.
And Renzo Rodriguez did the Desolation Wave backup story with Chuck Dixon.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. This is cool. I'm kind of geeking out right now.
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
Michael Beacon. Oh, hail Beak. Anti-CG on Suicide Watch.
Yeah, I love Dixon's run on the Punisher, and a series that a lot of people don't know about that I really like was Alien Legion.
I never read that.
Oh, it was awesome. It was created by Carl Potts, and he was working on it with Larry Stroman. It was a big sci-fi. It was published by Epic back then.
Huh.
Yeah. They've been republished by Titan Comics right now.
Well, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna have to get off
Yep.
of here.
Oh yeah, man. We all got sidetracked by the Expendables.
Oh, totally.
Just a bit.
Let's take another peek here at Vinny's gorgeous artwork here. His beautiful Betty Boop.
Thanks, man.
Very nice, sir.
Not too bad for a Rush piece.
Sexy.
Again. Oh shit.
Nah, man, you knocked it out. Yeah. All I can hear is Sim go. Where's the Turner? It needs more Turner.
It's in the eyes. It's in the
Thanks,
face.
Sim. You've ruined me.
It's in his kiss.
There it is. It's all right there.
And yeah, here's mine. Before we
Beautiful.
close. Here's
Oh, yeah.
one. And you have the other one that's here. And me working on this.
Look at Sim getting down to earth with them colors.
I don't think that's Earth, Adam.
No, has nothing to do with Earth.
Look at Sim getting out in space. It just doesn't work the same.
Trying to
Look at
make
Sim
something
killing it
up.
with those colors. Shut up.
He has his eye on you.
That is a
He has
tiny
the red-
robot fist. I'm telling you.
And he has the red gaze.
That's right.
Yeah, lawsuit pending.
Yeah. You'll be hearing from my lawyer, sir.
No problem. I'll use a derivative. The red sight.
The red
The pink eye.
The pink
Watch
eye.
it, Benny. Watch it, Benny. Pink eye just got you the stink eye, bitch.
That's
Whoa.
good shit.
Before we leave, though, go back Super Harem, through the woods, and Bloodhunt. And any other freaking comic book that you might find interesting on CG. And
Through the woods.
The
City of-
Expendables. Oh, yeah. City of Venus is still up. Yeah.
The Art of Vinny.
Yeah, anything with Vinny's name on it, anything with Sim's name on it, anything with Michael Beacon's name on it, anything with Joe Ball's name on it, just back it off.
And go sub to our future campaigns. You're not ready yet for that sweet pirate book that's coming, right?
That sweet pirate book is man, that's gonna be something special. Fuck yeah.
I know. It looks awesome.
Oh, you mentioned it and I got hard. So, yeah,
Right? I feel the
Boner
same
King
way
has
with
a
Not the
boner.
Merc.
that's right.
Well, it's bound to happen sometime.
Yeah, make sure you sub to Art City Comics.
Yeah. And to Vinny Art on YouTube as well. My numbers
Yeah.
have been jumping, so thank you everybody.
And this channel too. And the Red Gaze.
Of course.
Sunsworn.
Oh, don't forget Tinfoil Hat Nick. He may not be here, but he is here.
He's here
Always.
in spirit.
Always.
In spirit, yes.
All right, so I guess we'll see you all next week.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, man.
Same Doodle time. Same Doodle not Doodle channel. But
Yeah, won't be
same
the same channel.
Same Doodle day.
But there'll be doodling.
There will definitely be
Yes.
doodling and diddling.
Whoa.
Oh wait, what?
What?
Anyhow,
All
hail
right,
to the
everyone.
chat.
Yeah.
Hail the chat.
Hell, everyone.